And we're live. I'm here in Japan, Matt, and here at Osaka Castle, and I'm going to be meeting Kendal in a few minutes. Welcome everyone that's joined. If you just joined right now, just say hey in the comments so I can see you. Let me know that you can hear me. Great. I see Franz here, Mary Lou and Neil, and Jay and Stephanie. Welcome. So I visited Japan in 2019, and this is my second time here, but I've never been to Osaka Castle. And well, it's always great to be able to go with a local. And it's now 2:45 in the afternoon. It's winter here in Japan. It's about 9 degrees. It's very chilly. ACC Antina, and very, very cold. Now, please forgive me, I forgot to bring my gimbal, so I'm going to be using my hands, but in a very steady way. I'm going to turn away quickly so you can see me. Okay, so I'm all warmed up. I've got my bag, and we're going to go look for Kendal. I told her that we would meet her around here somewhere. So let's go have a look for her. Now, Osaka Castle is just over there, and what we're looking at now is the moat. A moat for the castle. So let's just take a little walk. It's winter, even though it's winter here, the sun is out, and so it is 9 degrees, but you've got the sun out, and you get a little bit of that warmth, which is really nice. And I just want to say thanks to Fran for posting this on Together Virtually, and also want to say thanks to Lynn for posting this event on live stream events. Go check those two groups out. I'll put the links on my Facebook group if you want to find out about more live events happening all around the world. And it was thanks to Hago that actually met Kendal. We did a couple of collaborations, and now I find myself here in Japan, and you're gonna journey with me and Kendal, and we're gonna meet baby Ray as well, and we're gonna explore the exterior of Osaka Castle. It looks amazing. Last time I was here, I didn't visit any of the castles, so this is my first time going into one of the Japanese castles. And I remember reading up, somebody was saying about Osaka Castle is that Osaka Castle is very accessible. It's got a lift inside. It's very easy to get around. Whereas there's another castle which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site called, I think it's Himeji Castle, which is not as accessible. So this is a very accessible castle once you get to the top. Okay, now I did say to Kendal I'd meet her here, so maybe if you can just, I'm going to pan around, and maybe you just tell me if you see her, and I said we'd meet somewhere around here. Welcome, Lori. Now, when I was crossing the road from the train station, there was a marathon going on, so I actually had to wait a bit. Let's see what the sign says over here. Oh, the main tower is on this side. Okay, so it looks like we need to go this side. And Kendall said I should come to the end of the moat, so I think she's around here somewhere. Oh, I see her. And who's this? This is baby Ray. Hey, Kendall.
Hi. Sorry, my voice is really broken.
And who's this?
This is my baby Ray. Say hi.
Hey, Ray.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh, Tilly.
how old is Ray at the moment?
Ray is 2.5 months old.
Oh, so sweet.
He's just had lots of milk, so he's very happy.
Oh, he looks so sweet. And I could jacket.
I don't think it's very cold, but I'm British, so maybe I don't think this is bad. It's very sunny, so I think it's a bit warm. Say hi.
Hello. Do you want to go exploring, Ray?
Shall we go exploring? Yeah. Yeah. Shall we go up to the castle?
Yeah,
Up
let's go
that
up.
way.
Yeah, we're gonna
That way.
go. So Kendall, you will out turn the camera so it can see us. And do you need a hand? Do you want me to take a bag, or are you okay?
It's on my back.
Just let me know.
I'm good.
Are you good? Okay. I'm gonna switch around the camera to our front side.
Have you got lots of people watching?
Yeah.
Hi guys. Hi Mary Lou. Hi. Hi Sharon.
Cool. So what are we gonna do now? Is there's some
We look
steps.
like a family, Matt.
Yeah, we do. There's some steps up ahead of us, so we're gonna take a walk up those steps, and then we're gonna get an amazing view of the castle.
I think so, yeah. It might still be 10 minutes though.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit of a walk, but
See my
now it says on my phone that the signal may be unstable. So if it does cut out, don't worry. That's perfectly normal. But as soon as we get to the top, I'm sure it will get back.
Hey Laurie. Hi Stephanie. Sorry I lost my voice. Don't get the baby bug. No, don't get the baby bug. We look like a family, don't we? Look at that. Yeah, it's your first day in Japan, right?
Yeah, this is my first day. I arrived this morning at I think 8 a.m.
8
and I left at 2 a.m.
I was not awake at 8 a.m.
I'm looking forward to very much having an early night tonight.
Yeah. You're up super early for the theme park, right?
Yeah.
You just burp on me.
Did you burp on Mum?
You just burp on me. Say sorry.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you. Hi, Neil. We gotta climb all these steps, baby, right?
So I'm gonna turn this around. We're gonna walk up the steps.
I think I'm gonna put Ray back in his carrier, so I'm just gonna go be a little bit private over that.
Okay.
Arigato.
I'll take a slow walk up to the stairs.
Go back here.
Okay, cool. So Kendall's just gonna put baby Ray back in the baby sack. We're gonna take a slow walk up the stairs and get a nice little view of Osaka Castle. I'm gonna try and be as steady as possible. And behind us the moat where we came from. So Neil's asking where's the lift. So inside the Osaka Castle building there's a lift. And so once you're inside the castle itself, which I believe has been rebuilt many times, there's a lift, so it's easy to get from floor to floor. Unlike some of the other castles in Japan, this one is a very accessible one. Oh, you behind me? Oh, Kendall's a trooper.
Ray's having a good look around.
Oh, Jenny's asking, have I been to Japan before? Yes, I came in 2019.
Before coronavirus.
Before Corona.
Before the Olympics.
Before the Olympics. And it was amazing. And I've always wanted to come back. And yeah, I finally got the opportunity to.
What's your main reason for coming back? Is it the Nintendo world?
Well, there were so many reasons to come back.
Me!
Yes, you obviously were one of them. And then the Nintendo World, Universal Nintendo opening up, Fantasy Springs, and I just really wanted to explore more of Japan on this trip. I'm just gonna.
Over there.
So is it?
It's a long way.
Oh, it was,
So it's hidden behind over there.
so there we are. Okay, so the castle.
Hi Tina, hi Laurie.
It's just over there. We're gonna walk more towards it. And where are you going in Japan?
He's going everywhere.
I'm going from the top to the bottom. So I'm starting off here in Osaka, then going to Tokyo, and then there's something called the JR pass that allows you, it's like a train pass that allows you to travel all over Japan. And so I'm going to be going to Nagasaki, which is, I believe, at the bottom of Japan.
Yeah, Nagasaki is one of the places that was hit during the atomic bomb time. After that, well, during the Second World War. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But it's a very beautiful island. And yeah, really beautiful, I hear.
And then I discovered, after booking my trip, that they have the Sapporo in Hokkaido.
Hokkaido, yeah.
Hokkaido, they've got the snow festival. Just at the time that towards the end of my trip.
Yeah, January is really famous for traveling to Hokkaido because of all of the snow.
And so, the castle is coming into view.
So when you take the train in Sapporo, you'll be able to hear Delena's voice.
Oh, really?
Delena was the Sapporo Heigo guide.
Yeah, I remember, and she used to play, like she was a singer and
she's a
played
jazz
music as well.
singer,
Yeah.
and she writes singer-songwriter. But you'll hear on the trains, the next station is Sapporo Station.
Oh, right.
Sorry, but with a less husky voice.
I'm gonna listen out for her when I'm there.
Hokkaido is the largest island other than mainland Japan.
Oh wow! Yeah, because it's separated, but there's a train that either goes underground or above the water.
Underwater, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's quite a distance. Yeah, you'll be on the train for a long time. You're really abusing that JR pass.
Yeah.
Which is good because it's 3 times more expensive these days.
Yeah, so they recently, I think at the end of 2023, they put up the price. Yeah. And they took away some of the advantages.
So. It was so cheap.
It was a travel bargain here.
And sadly, I'm not allowed to get a pass like that because I've always lived here. Even when I came here on a working holiday visa to start, I was a resident, so I've never been allowed to make the most of it. So bullet train trips are very expensive for me.
But if you're here for 7, 14 or 21 days, those are the durations of the different passes.
And if you are going from south to the most north, yeah, it's a genius way to do it. You'll be hanging out in luxury, I think. It'll be nice.
And now, like, what's always great is, like, if you don't know, this is my first time at Osaka Castle. I have no idea where to go.
That's right.
But Kendal knows Osaka like the back of her hand, so it's great to be able to take my thinking cap off. Kendal's got her thinking cap on, and I'm just following her and just enjoying.
I know Shiga like the back of my hand. I've only lived in Osaka for a year, and as some of the viewers know, I've got very lost here looking for other guides in the past.
So here we've got the castle coming into view. You can see it. We're going to walk up to it now.
Yeah,
It's there.
The grounds are quite large, I'm afraid. So I have to go up and around there.
Yeah, so there it is. I'm going to put my finger in the shot right here, and we're going to walk around here and then up the stairs. So a little bit of walking up.
Oh, we've got a bus behind us. Did you tell them we almost couldn't get here because of the marathon?
Yeah, so yeah, I did. We were trying on our way. We were trying to get across to the castle. It's Sunday here, and there was a.
I've never seen it, but it's traditional.
Oh, that's talk about New Year's resolutions. That's a castle. It's just seeing the like how many defenses there are. Like at the bottom, you start with a moat and a wall, and now we've got another moat and a wall. It's really well defended.
In smaller Japanese castles, these walls are 5 and 6 meters thick. However, Osaka is quite a big castle, so I expect these walls are like 10 or 12 meters thick. It's impressive.
Yeah, they look super thick. Oh,
these ones have an aggregate between the rocks, but some of the oldest castles in Japan that haven't needed to be rebuilt, they just have the stones placed on top of each other with no
things here at Osaka Castle.
So, and ninja. But here, anything other than a kimono, like you can see a tourist wearing a kimono now, I don't think you'd really see. I've not heard of special events, but your money shot is coming up soon.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing on the video that it's saying the connection is weak, and we've got a couple of people saying that the video is frozen and still buffering, but so just bear with us. There are some points where the signal may go a little bit weaker.
Yeah,
but here
there's more people around here. Actually, this is not many people. Obviously, in one family, all traveling together very often and coming to this spot. This is not busy, believe it or not. Busy is something else in this area.
Okay, I'm hearing from everyone that it's much better now, and we are live. Things stop buffering, so.
Over here is a figure museum. So if you're really into like Japanese vending, where you put in 300 yen and then you get a random little capsule. So there's a museum of all of those kind of toys here. There's one in Shiga where I used to live as well.
I recognize some of these characters. There's Pikachu and Ultraman, and of course Godzilla there at the top.
This one over here, I'll point to it. This one is the Taiyo no To. Some people might know it from some of my videos. So this is from the Banpaku 70 Expo Park. Actually, the World Expo is coming to Japan this year.
Yeah,
it's coming to Osaka from April. So many people are really excited to see the World Expo return to Japan. And people like my husband's parents, they remember the first one in 1970 and they went to it. When they were like 20, they went to it. So they're very excited.
And what's really special about the World Expo is it only happens every 5 years.
Oh, really?
Like
so less than the Olympics.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to a World Expo. I'm really excited.
Oh man, I
don't know what to expect.
I'm gonna maybe watch it on YouTube. I'm really excited to see what they've got in store.
I hear it's from April for 6 months. And it's in Osaka City, so it's a real point of pride for lots of people that live here.
Yeah, so
but it's gonna get crazy busy. It's gonna get crazy busy.
I already feel like
missing in Japan. And
robotic, but then they're still using fax machines. So I'm like,
still using fax machines, and they still have the toilets machines, and they still have the toilets that are holes on the wall. Actually, let's go over to the middle here because then we can get a nice view of the castle.
Yeah, we've got our signal. That's just gone down for a little bit. We're gonna move quickly, try and get a nice angle of the castle. Try and get a nice angle of the castle, and
and you can see at the top there are tigers on Osaka Castle.
I'm gonna do
his favorite baseball team in Japan, and there's this classically known style of older lady, like an older lady, like an old woman. So someone who will wear purple, a bit eccentric, and yeah, they love going to the onsen and drinking cheap alcohol and wearing sequin tiger t-shirts.
I love it.
It's the Osaka style.
Let's go a little bit closer. I'm just amazed with Baby Ray because he's just so quiet.
He's chill.
So quiet, and he's sleeping. Now we're going to get quite close to the castle itself, and
Can you see on the corners of the castle, just in the middle? There's, just here. I don't know if you can show them. There's the fish statues, like just on the rooftops.
So
these are fire guardians, like to protect against fire, because most castles, in fact all castles, are the base is made of wood. So this is to protect them. There's a benefit to them being made with wood. It's that if there is a natural disaster, such as an earthquake, and it deconstructs, they can reconstruct it quite easily by, rearranging the wood again. So inside, lots of the joinery doesn't have nails and screws. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle inside.
And I believe that's also like really good for earthquakes. I mean, Japan is prone to getting earthquakes.
It is. It's the most seismically active place in the world. I didn't know that. So that's quite a scary thought.
But the way they build without using nails, and the way that it locks up, it's actually...
And screws and things would split the wood in many different places. So yeah, they use wooden pegs sometimes, but everything is a jigsaw puzzle. However, this castle has seen war. So excuse my voice, everyone. I know I've lost my voice, but if you've come to see Hikone Castle with me, first of all, it's much smaller. But Hikone Castle is very special and synonymous with peace because it's never seen violent activity. However, Osaka Castle has been through the runners, so it's really been through it. This is only about 35 years old, so many people are quite disappointed when they go inside and they're like, first of all, Japanese castles are not interesting inside. They're just big empty spaces. Furniture wasn't that big of a deal. It was more a place of meeting and sitting on the ground with cushions. But this was reconstructed 35 years ago, and inside is also an elevator, which you can see on the outside and inside there are elevators. So people come here expecting that historical feeling, and they get inside and think, it's only 30 years old. So if you want the real feeling, I recommend other castles such as, if you want it not busy, I recommend Hikone Castle for you to get the feeling of what it's like inside of a real traditional Japanese castle.
And I mean, just my impression right now is, like, because of that massive base that it's got, like, one would think with a base like that and with it being made of wood at the top, that it would be harder for it to catch fire, because eternal fire that would happen.
However, I reckon during the daimyo warring phases of Japan, fire arrows would have been shot up to the top to really hit those samurais where it hurts. If you destroy the nearby castle, if you destroy the warlord's castle, they're not going to be happy, are they? So usually fire arrows destroy these things, I think.
The signal. Let's walk to that side, and then. Oh, the signal has cleared up. We're just gonna go and get another angle of the castle, and we've even got these like miniaturized trees over here.
These are Japanese pine trees.
So we're going to take a little...
And notice how these ones have no roots. So anyone who's come to see Hikone Castle with me knows that as you enter Hikone Castle, there is a series of trees. There's no roots on the ground, which means a long time ago when you'd come by in your carriage or something with wheels for horses, there would be none of these horrible roots that would trip up anybody in a carriage. So these ones are very smart. You see them in so many Japanese gardens.
Yeah, they're clever. You can see
it's January, it's the dead of winter, and they still look like perfect trees from summer or winter, right?
Yeah.
So they're very aesthetically pleasing. And their silhouettes are really beautiful too, because they're just wiggly and interesting, right?
Yeah, I love they have that miniaturized feeling about them.
They do, they look a bit like bonsai, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It just plays with the whole scale of everything here, where the castle, just having these small trees next door to the castle just makes the castle just feel even bigger and more grand. Oh yeah, so we're just gonna take a little walk to the one corner away from the down in this direction. We're gonna get another view of the castle, a view down looking at the rest of Osaka. And I would say, like, a lot of people come to Japan in summer. It's but it's quite hot.
It's horrible. It's wet hot.
And wet hot, like
it's raining and it's humid.
And I know from Hong Kong we're the same. Extremely hot, extremely humid. This maybe is a little bit of a secret season. It's cold.
But it's warm in the sunlight,
but
right?
But yeah, it's not raining.
You're only wearing a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt and a hoodie.
I'm wearing a baby, so I have a walking heater.
And but it's pleasant.
Yeah, we get the brightest, sunniest days in the winter in Japan, actually. So it's a really good time to come. Unless, however, I follow this group on Facebook of people that are always traveling to Tokyo and looking for advice. There was an Indian gentleman asking what the weather would be like now. And I said, it's going to be really, really cold. Where do you live? He said, India. I said, you're going to need to buy some warm things. I don't know where you're going to get them from. He said he's got nothing. You might want to rearrange that if you come from a place where you don't have the clothing for this.
Yeah, if you're coming to winter, do bring warm clothes. It is going to be cold, especially the further up
interesting view
north you go.
All of the stickers from local designers and businesses, and then you've got the castle in the background. It's quite a juxtaposition.
Oh, excuse me. Yes. Oh, so Tina's asked, how long is your trip to Japan, Matt? It's going to be 12 days. Yeah. I think I'm flying back on the 6th of February, and yeah. Last time I only came for about 8 days, so this is a longer trip than last time. And I recommend, I've got plenty of long tops and pants, but I've also brought some thermal top and bottom just to keep warm when it's going to be really, really cold.
Nice. We can go up on the steps over here and get a view of the moat, I think.
So there you can see there's the elevator. So if you're worrying about accessibility, Osaka Castle has a look.
Around Japan, it's quite interesting. There's a lot of accessibility access, but it's only half done. For example, you can get up to the station, but you can't get to the platform.
Oh no!
Vice versa. So you might find yourself really struggling to get up to this part of Osaka Castle.
Yeah, exactly. We got up to the steps, but how do you? If you don't have the steps, how do you get up? That's my question.
So I think there is access via slope because there's buses that bring you here.
Oh, so I saw when we were coming up there are buses that you can take that take you from the top to the bottom. We've walked up.
Careful up here; these are really steep.
Yeah.
So if you go inside a Japanese castle, this is what the stairs are like, but they're wooden, and the tread part is much more narrow, so it's really tricky to climb.
So here we're getting another angle of the castle. I just want to. Oh, let's end this down here, and then we go.
So this is part of the old moat area down here, but it's huge. And Tokyo is kind of similar to this, where you have this haven, like a garden and trees and things, and then in the background it's just like the skyscrapers.
Yeah, it's a big contrast.
All of the naked trees are cherry blossom trees.
Oh really? So those are gonna
It's
bloom
wonderful
soon.
it's wonderful in the springtime. Fleeting but wonderful. So many people. So many people.
So all the bare trees you're seeing right now, all gonna blossom beautifully in March.
Tokyo is one of the areas that blooms the soonest, so it blooms at the end of March usually. Here is more like April. Last year was actually the middle of April. It was quite surprising, quite late. But it's fleeting. If you book a holiday for 1 week to Japan and you want to see cherry blossoms, you better be prepared to chase them through the country, because
it can be hit and miss. You know, like you can't control when they're gonna open.
Luckily, I think for a lot of foreign people, even just seeing some cherry blossoms makes you really happy. For Japanese people, they love that big, full bloom, like that peak moment when all of the blossoms have opened as best they can.
Yeah, so I mean, I must if you're just traveling here, it really
I lived here for 1 year on a working holiday visa first, and I was so grateful, in a way, grateful for coronavirus because it gave me more time to live in Japan. 1 year was not long enough.
And Neil's asking an interesting question. No deers there, no. So there's a place close by to Osaka called Nara, where you can just step out and take a short bus or train, and you can go to a park, and there are deers all over that park.
The park is massive, by the way. The word park is not grand enough for the space. It's like a whole area, this huge area. It's like in the UK we say postcode for like an area of a city. It's like 1 or 2 zip codes or postcodes.
Yeah, it's like a very definitely if you're coming to Japan, something you want to try out.
I don't want to upset anybody, but these days you can't feed the deer like you could before.
Oh, really?
Basically, there are sellers, there are vendors around, but there are so many people feeding the deer that the deer are getting really expectant and bossy and stressed because they're interacting with too many people. So at least half of the sellers have closed down, and the others are only allowed to sell a limited amount of the biscuits. So just because you go to Nara doesn't mean you can feed the deer, but you will see them everywhere. So you'll still see them, and you can touch them, and you can bow at them, and they bow back to you. But feeding them isn't guaranteed anymore, I would say.
And I see Tina's also, are you going to Nara? I went to Nara last time, and so I won't be going back to Nara this time, although I was tempted.
You're going to Miyajima Island, aren't you? From Hiroshima? Or did you choose Nagasaki instead?
Oh, I'm going to go, no, I'm going to try, on the way back, I'm going to try to go to that island.
Okay, that island is gorgeous. If you were coming to Japan and you could do one thing, I would put Miyajima Island up there.
Okay.
And there are deer just roaming around there too.
Oh, I didn't know, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And it's right next, it's an island, so it's by the sea, and it's amazing. And there's this really, really famous torii gate, which is finally not reconstructed, but restored, and unveiled now. So I went 3 years ago, but I couldn't see it. There was scaffolding over the beautiful torii gate. So it's really beautiful and pristine vermilion red now, and deer around everywhere, and good food and good views. It's nice.
Oh, I didn't know. I just was going there because of the torii gate, but I didn't realize there were deer there as well.
It's beautiful. Even if there was no torii gate, I highly recommend it. When I went, I didn't see a gate, and I highly recommend it. The only thing is, you have to make sure you go in the daytime, because the last boat from the island back to Hiroshima is around 5 o'clock.
Okay, that's
so
good to know.
Make sure you go earlier in the day.
That's good to know. What I'm going to do now is we're going to just find a little place to sit down, and I know I may not have seen everybody's questions, so we'll sit down, we'll answer some questions.
Lean on the wall over there, and then they can look up at the castle.
Oh yeah, let's get a nice little shot, and then just feel free to drop in a question. I know the signal goes up and down depending on where we are, so
it's a bit of a pain. It's one of the things that's made me less inclined to do tours these days. I didn't realize, none of us realized how great Heiko's signal actually was. We complained so often, but actually it was much better than no Heiko.
Laurie's asking, what is the torii gate?
A torii gate is the red structure. Let me get a picture of one on my phone.
Yeah, we'll show you a picture of what it looks like.
The Miyajima one on my phone here. Let's go back.
Do you want to find a little place to sit that's comfortable? We'll show you a little picture of what the gate is. This one is located on an island just off Hiroshima. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's one of those iconic pictures that you see in Japan.
So this is a torii. So in English we say torii gate, but it's torii in Japanese. So you can see it looks really amazing.
There's a whole bunch
Type
of them.
in Miyajima. So normally they're much more simple, but as you can see, the Miyajima one is more special. And when the tide is in, it looks like it's floating in the water. There's a smaller version of something like that in Shiga too, but yeah, it's special. But I didn't see it, and I still highly recommend Miyajima Island. I only saw it covered in scaffolding.
So I see Laurie, you're asking, am I still living in Hong Kong? Yes, I'm still living there. And will you be going to Universal Studios? Yes, I'm going tomorrow. I specifically want to go there.
Top of his list. Of course he's going.
Because they built Nintendo World and I have to go there. And Donkey Kong just opened on the 11th of December. So I'm going to try and make some videos. You know what happens? As I filmed so many videos that I just haven't had time to edit. I've got some really nice ones from Dubai. And I'm going to try and film some more while I'm here. And
I've got videos from Dubai, August 2023, that's still on.
Oh, and Laurie's asking, are the gates a religious thing?
So yeah, Torii gates relate to Japanese Shinto shrines. Shintoism is the indigenous religion of Japan. In Japan, people are both Buddhist and Shinto together, but at the same time, they're also not those things. Lots of Shinto and Buddhist traditions are actually just practiced as a kind of custom here in Japan. So people don't necessarily have religious teachings or thoughts in their minds or hearts or anything. But yes, if you see a Torii gate, there's probably a Shinto shrine nearby. The gates represent you traveling from where we are in this human world through to the godly plane. So it's kind of a moment of respect and appreciation as you walk through the Torii gate. And try not to walk through the middle because that's reserved for the gods, of which there are many, 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 many. I hope you guys are being at home with the baby. So, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, 1 more year. Evelyn?
In Hong Kong?
Yeah, I need to get the 1 more.
In Japan, you need 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm at 5 and a bit. After being married for 3 years, you can also get permanent residency. But by that point, I'll already be 8.5 years.
So you're already almost
So I'd do it myself, right? I'll do it for me. It's tricky.
Cool, I'm going to switch the camera around to us. And so you can see us. And I'll move so we can get a nice... I'm just going to hold the microphone. Let me just see if we can zoom out a little bit. No, okay.
No.
I wanted to be able to show you the castle in the background as well.
The baby,
there we are. And
lady.
baby, yeah, trying to get us all.
The international scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. If you're a teacher, you get lots of holidays. So. And,
Do you? Not me. In Japan, nobody gets a lot of holidays. It depends. Yeah, I'm impressed. Hong Kong has a much better system.
Oh yeah, previously I didn't get so many.
And also, I think being from another country and living in an Asian country, we get a lot of free passes for things, right?
Yeah, and
I can ask for things that Japanese people can't ask for.
Yeah, and just always when you come from a different place, you know, you always want to things aren't as familiar, and so every opportunity you get, you want to take that opportunity and grab it.
We move to other countries to learn about them, right? Castle Baby International Couple. Yeah, we're a couple today.
I want to ask one question. Is this is my first day in Japan, and what are maybe 2 words I can learn or even just 1 word I can learn that will help me on this trip?
My personal favorite word is daijoubu, which is okay. But if you change your tone of voice, it can mean, is this okay? Or I'm okay? Or are you okay? So that's daijoubu. But sumimasen is a really good one. Better than hello or thank you or something.
I'm going to practice that. Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. Yeah, sumimasen.
And what is that?
That is excuse me, but it's it can also be sorry and thank you and please move and anything. Yeah, sumimasen.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to definitely use that when I'm here. And
hi, Mary Lou.
Thank you, arigato, and sumimasen are going to be my go-tos.
If you took any pictures, can you send them to us as well?
Yeah, please, if you want, just post. You can post on my Facebook group any pictures. And,
mine too. I'm Miss Kendal James.
Yeah, just post. We'd love to see your pictures. And
look at his hair, so cute.
Been so good.
He's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping.
Just sleeping.
So sweet.
There he is. Very cute. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
So nice to see you again. Sashi really does. That means long time no see. More, please. More, please.
Oh, this is can I tell you, like, what the awesome thing about traveling is being able to meet up, and I feel like this has been a long time coming. Me and
Long
Kendall
time coming.
like chatted like
We talk on the phone quite often over the years. We've spoken quite a lot on the phone.
and it's to finally meet has been really cool.
It's good, and he's had Osaka soul food. If you guys want to come to Japan and have a real experience of what it's like to be with a local, but you're worried about the language, then please look me up. I'll help. I'll take you around and I'll show you the real stuff.
That soul food was delicious.
Yeah, kushikatsu.
So thank you so much. We're going to go now, but thank you so much everyone for joining us. I know we've had to do this a little bit at a late notice. I was literally flying to Japan before I posted it, so thank you so much all for joining, and look out Kendal, if people want to watch what you're doing, where can they find you?
Yeah, if you go to linktr.ee/Miss Kendal James, that's Kendal, Miss Kendal James, then you can find me.
Yeah, and if you need to find me, well, you're going to find me here on my YouTube channel. You can also join the Facebook group, and and then there's also live stream events together virtually. That's where we put all these tours, so those are all the places to look for us. Thank you so much everyone for joining. We're gonna go. See you soon. Bye.
Well,